Hello everyone, my name is Clement Akobujo from Sayonaj Multi-Concept. In this tutorial video, I'll be showing you how to create an ebook cover, and then after that we'll be mocking it up with an online assistant, a website called DIYbookcover.com. So here we go. First of all, I will want to work on my background by changing it to white. So I'll go over here and I'll change the color to white so that everything we're doing here will be visible. Then I'll go over, I'll leave my Pixel Lab application, and then I'll go to show you how to remove the backgrounds for these images which we are going to use, or the elements we're going to use for this design. So come with me. So we'll be going to our photo room. Here we are in our photo room workspace, and we'll import the images we want to use for the ebook cover design that we're making, and we'll remove the background for them to add the effects we want to add. So these are the images. I already have them available here. So I need this man icon standing with his back to the picture or to the camera. So I'm going to remove the background from it. That's been done. The next thing I want to do is click on the transparent or the PNG format, and then I will save it. Haven't done that, we'll go back to look for any other image we want to use, okay, by looking for a new image. For this grass, I want to remove the background for the grass too, so I'm going to remove the background for them all and then save them. Then we'll go over to creating our design. So now that the background is removed, I'll just search for the appropriate PNG format. Remember, when you see this background, it shows that your design is in a PNG format. So I'm going to click on it and save it. No any other edition is needed, so I'll save it to gallery. Haven't done that, I'll go back, click on the link head, scan for new picture. All right, so I'll come over also to this grass image here and remove the background as well. Okay, so now that we have done this, the next thing we want to do, save this as well. Okay, it's rendered, so we'll save it as a PNG image. Then we'll go over to our Pixel Lab and start designing our image. All right, first thing I want to do here is to go and bring in a shape. So I'm going to go to the shape options and now select this image. All right, and then I'm going to give it the color black. And okay, haven't done that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to position it, drag it this way and downward, not too much anyways, okay, just to have some level of, okay, this is good. So I'm going to drag it outward again on the side horizontally, and then I'll position it this way. Okay, I may want to do it this way. Okay, good. Haven't done that, I'm going to pin this into place. Okay, so I'll lock it in place. Haven't done that, go over to gallery and select those images that we already removed the background in photo room. And one of them is, I'm going to use the grass image. So you can see it's in a PNG format. There is nothing to resize here, so I'll just import it into my design. Haven't done that, the next thing I'm going to do is to give it a color, and I want you to take note of what I will be doing here. Okay, it's an image element, so we'll come over here, go to color and give it the color black as well. All right, so I haven't done that, drag it out a little bit and I'll position it this way. Okay, I haven't done that. I will duplicate, click OK, go to copy and create more copy of it. Now I'm going to go to crop and flip the copy by clicking here, then OK. Then I'll position these somewhere here. Okay, I'll still make another copy and position that here. All right, then go to the layer option and lock them all into place. Having done that, the next element we'll be importing is our man profile, our man element, which we remove the background with our photo room. This is okay. Probably I'll just slim it up a bit. Okay, and then click OK. All right, now I am going to reduce the size. Then I'll place it here. Okay, reduce the elements to an appropriate size. So I'll show you the size I am using. I'll come to relative size to show you. So you see the width is 12% and the height is 27%. Once your main ratio is enabled, as you reduce the width to 12%, it will give you the same height of 27. So okay, I haven't done that. I will still give it a color of black. So I'll come down here and change the color to black. Okay, now then I'll lock it into place. Go back to my gallery and I'll search for an image of a 3 that I downloaded earlier. I haven't found it here. I'll just select it, and then we have our 3 icon also. No, just click OK to import it. Sorry, I'm going to delete these elements I have there. All right, then I'll resize it. Change the color to black as well. Okay. I'll reduce it this way. Another thing I forgot to mention is the image. So I'm going to give this design the width is okay the way it is, so I might just give it 920 to see how it looks. Okay, this is 920 is small. Okay guys, I'll just give it 3000 for height and give it 2000 for width, and this is okay for me. Having done this, I will increase the height of this, and then placing the trees for the grasses. I'll just unlock them and reduce their sizes, and for me to do that appropriately, I will just select them all 1 through 3 and come here and reduce the sizes this way. Click OK. Then I will select them one by one to drag them out. Drag this out. Position this way too. Don't want the grasses to look too bushy. And then I'll position this too. Maybe curve it down a little bit. Remember, we're trying to create a hilly image. Haven't done that, we'll lock them into place. 1 2 3. Okay. And then we'll work on the tree image itself. We'll have the tree, reduce the size, then I'll position the tree here. Okay, I'm going to copy it also, then I'll lock this particular one into place. I haven't done that. I'll go to the one I copied, go to crop and flip it aside somehow to change the look. Okay, reduce it, make it look like as if it's a bit far away from the backgrounds. Copy it again, bring that here, reduce the size, position it like there are trees all around from near distance. Then we'll bring in the man image after locking our images into position. So let's bring in the man image by going back, going to photo room. Then I'll bring the man image again, once again. Sorry, I deleted it earlier on, but I'll already show you how we did it. I'm going to position it this way, like the man is standing a bit farther from the bigger tree ahead. Then I'll give it the color black to see how our work is looking. When we'll verify that our work is that good, I'll bring in another image that I downloaded also. Okay, so I'm going to bring that image in here. Let me try this, if this is going to work or not. Let me use the 1:1 ratio and then see if I can size this image. Okay, now for this image, before I start using this image, I want to drag it down this way, all the way. Then I'll bring all other elements. Then I'll send this image to the back. So when I send it to the back, guys, you can see what is happening here, right? Okay, now I haven't done this. I want to select all these other images minus the background itself, the starry background, the starry sky background, and then I'll merge them up. So let's merge them up. So they are merged. Now that we have them merged, we can increase the size if you want and position them the way we want. Okay, increase the size the more. So what I'm trying to create here is to have a starry background at the back, in front. Okay, yes. Now I need more stars, and for me to do that, the next thing I'm going to do is go over to photo room. Okay, go over to photo room, then import that starry image. Then try to remove the background and see what I'll have left. Okay, the reason why I did this is to show you that there are some certain complex images with gradients that normally cannot be removed. So if you're using Photoshop, it's photo room, I mean, it's very it's very important that you pay attention to what image you're trying to remove the background. I wanted you to see that there are some images you cannot remove their background, all right? But despite that, I'm going to save this. Okay, now so we'll go over to so here we are in our pixel app. Next thing I want to do is to duplicate that starry images. Then I'll go over to the erase color here. Remember what we told you about colors. So once you come here, you'll find that a lot of the colors will not, because of we have a dark background, we have to pick the colors ourselves. I'm showing you another instance where you can use the erase color tool when the background is not a white background, which default on default it will remove. So with that, I am removing this. The moment I remove that image, you see that background image has removed. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, not to show like as if there's a symmetry to all our images, I'll click OK. Then I'll go to crop and switch it all over again. Okay, and then I'll place it this way. Now we can see that we have more stars aligned all over. I could still want to do more, and then by increasing the size to make it loud more. Okay, haven't done that, guys. I'm going to take this image behind our trees and all, so that these star elements we're seeing on top of our images will not be there. What do I have to do? I go over to this, and then I'll click on the drag option and bring it down. Then automatically you see it is now behind our man elements and the trees which we marked earlier. Haven't done that, we'll lock that into place. Okay, lock them all into place. So now, guys, I hope we're beginning to see a different kind of design here with what we're trying to do. Then the next thing we want to do, how about we bring let's do something that will make our image a bit real. Oh no, sorry, let's do that all over again. Select the circle option, drag it in, and that is done. Or we can edit it from in there. Let's start editing it from in there. First thing first, I want us to do here is to give it a blur radius. Our white color, we'll give it a blur radius. And this is the blur. Reduce, increase this. Okay, these are not working on it, so what we just do, we just okay it, and then we do it from the shape option. All right, we'll give it a stroke, give it a white stroke, and then increase the stroke a little bit. Let's say 10 is enough. Look for white background and give it a white background. Okay, what we're trying to do here is to design a moon. We want to impute a moon into our design. Haven't done that. Let's come over to shadow, give our shadow white. See, I increase it. Obviously our stroke, because we give it the basic color of white, is not working, but let's be done with the shadow, then we'll see what we'll do with it. Okay, then let's go over to opacity, and guys, you can see what is happening here, right? Good. So it's just like what this person is looking into a starry sky, and seeing the moon positioned somewhere. We're just trying to create an ebook. You can have it somewhere here. Okay, to show that, okay, that's the direction it's looking at, and the moon is there. You can see the stars around the moon there. I think we have achieved that. To create more effects, we can try others. As a graphic designer, you keep trying different things and see what works for you. In this right now, let me try this. If it doesn't work, I'm going to remove it. Okay, so I'm creating this as I'm carrying out the tutorial, just to show you how it works. Now, okay, before I select OK, let me go to opacity, just to show that the sky is not all that dark. We have our moon already, guys. I hope you can see this. This is the initial color, and of course, if the moon is shining, it's not going to be all dark the way we see it, right? So what we do is this: we try to increase the color of the white background we bring in, so that we will have a bit brighter sky although it's night. So that is what we just did here. Now, isn't that lovely? Now, if you look at it, if I click like this, it still shows that our element now. Now, if the moon is shining, the brightness of the moon will not come to the back of our element, of course, because the man is facing directly at the sky and the moon. So what do? We go over to the layer option, and then we bring that element down on top of our sky images. Bring that element on top of our sky images. So guys, you can see what we just created here now. Isn't that lovely? It is, yes? Good. So having done this, the next thing we want to do is go over to okay, I think we're done with creating this imagery in my head. And then the next thing we want to do is bring in the text. So click on the text icon here and bring in the text. So let's put this. I want to give my ebook cover a title. So I'm going to give it this title: The Essence of Existence. Okay. Then after making it this, I'm going to bring it this way, close that gap in, because I'm going to break the line. So I've broken the line. Existence, not existence. So let's correct the spelling. Use cap locks to. Now you can see our text is dark, so we'll give it the white color as well. Okay, you may want to increase the size. Okay, then give it the color white. Now, having done this, before we start creating any other effect with our text element, let's give it a font. Look for a font that will appeal to these elements. I already showing you people how to create fonts, and then also giving you different fonts. So I'm going to be testing out fonts here to see what works, what is going to work with this. Okay. So the moment we get something reasonable, something that blends in with our design. Let me see this. Okay, let me increase the size and see. So guys, we're working this together. Okay, I think this looks somehow okay with what we want to do. And then go over to, let me come over here to alignment, centralize the alignment. You see that? Then I'll come over to line spaces to expand the line a bit. All right. Haven't done this, guys. I am going to show you another effect that I want to use on this imagery or the text element. So I'll come over to shadow. So I'm going to enable shadow, give my shadow white, right? Then I'm going to increase the blur of my shadow a little bit. I just want to see if it works for me. It did, right? Except that, of course, my element is looking a bit blurry, but if it is readable, then that is what I want. I'm still going to click on it. Let me centralize it and then lock it into place. Okay, I haven't done that. Let me lock it into place. So we keep working on it until we get exactly what we want. Let's lock all the rest of the images into place. Haven't gotten that. I still have the mindset of trying other things with these elements. So let me see what does. I'll try different things, but if it doesn't work, I'm going to remove it. Let me try inner shadow. Okay, give it inner shadow of white. Yes. Okay, so you play around with all this and then we'll see how it works. Remember, our stars are blurry and I'm trying to create a text effect that looks like as if it's part of the background too, though it is eligible for reading. Okay, so now, having done this, the next thing we want to do, if you write a book, definitely you will add the name of the author, right? So we're going to bring the name of the author to somewhere. We'll look for where it's appropriate for it and we'll impute it there. Okay. And okay, fine. Let's bring in all the remainder of the text and then we'll do other things. So I'm going to, who is the author? Okay. Author is, let's say the author is Clem Joe. All right. Haven't done this, we'll click OK. Change the color as well to white. Bring that text here, or to give it a more distinct look. All right, not to make it look like a foreign design. I want to give it my traditional name. Let's make it caps lock. Yes, I like this. Okay, go over to the text. Remember, when you're recreating this design, I want you to use your own name and your own subject title. Okay, so go over here and give it looking for a text that will best suit my name, that will work with the name itself. Let's see how this look. Bold. We'll have to reduce that text as well. It's not meant to be that big. Okay, well, for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll just make it quick and let's position this text. Okay, to positioning, I want it down a little bit. Then I want it to be somewhere here. Okay, now remember, I am using revised alignments here in my design. Okay, using reverse alignment. So somehow I'm defeating the principle of alignment, though I'm making it look like as if it's our imagery is aligned. Now, I haven't done this, everyone. We have our ebook. Okay, we have our ebook here. I want to add something else, to make it look more real. Add another text. Just come here, add bracket. Then I'll add author of the rim. Like we're creating a bestseller book, isn't it? So, okay, change that color to white so that it will be legible enough. Then I'll reduce the size as well and position it. So I'll go to size. I'll reduce that like this. Click OK. And I'll just move it into position. Let me use the relative positioning button. Yes. So you see what I told you about this alignment? Good. So guys, I believe this is beginning to make sense, right? Okay. Throw up the ring. Always be cautious of your fonts, alignments, hierarchy. Okay. This is the author, and guys, voila, we now have an ebook cover for my design. All right. Haven't done this, the next thing we want to do is go over to save our elements. Unfortunately, our video is becoming too long, but because I have to be very detailed in my explanation, so bear with me. Next thing I want to do is save my ebook. Now we're going to use a whole lot of apps doing this. Haven't done this, guys. The next thing I want to do is go over to Snapseed, the Snapseed application, and do something there else before I go over to the online assistant, the DIYBookcover.com, to finish my work. All right, so let's go and get that done. So here we are in Snapseed right now. The moment you open your Snapseed application, of course, you come here, and the next thing you want to do is tap on this positive sign button. It will take you directly to your phone gallery. Then you select the image you want to work on. So I'm clicking on that ebook cover design that we designed, and then I am going to come over here and I am going to hit on pop to see the effect. Yes, wonderful effects, you may say. That is all I want to do with Snapseed right now. You can use your Snapseed during your off period, during your leisure periods, and see different things you can do with it. But for the purpose of this design, we have achieved what I want to do with this design, and you will agree with me that we are having a wonderful design here. Then I will click OK and click on export, and I will create this. Okay, you export and then you create your JPG imagery. Okay, so having done that, the next thing we want to do is go over to our browser to where we'll be mocking up our ebook cover. All right, so here we go. So now I'm in my Google Chrome browser. Next thing I want to do is I'll type into the search bar DIY book cover. You can see the address, the DIYBookcover.com. Click on it or type DIYBookcovers.com. It will give you the results on the search page. Click on DIYBookcovers.com and it will bring you here. Okay, now we use this tool to build books. This is a publishing tool for authors, creating book designs and doing different things with your books. All right, so when you go through here, you'll see different things you can do with your book cover. Different things you can do with your books. All right, so that's it, just the book cover here. So the next thing we're going to do is to go over to our book. So what we need to do to mock up our ebook cover that we just designed is to come over to the top of the page where you see this book design. That's the search bar. If you click on this icon on the right side, you will see different options. Book design templates. If you want to use their templates to design your own book, you want to format templates, there are 3D mockups that you can use to mock up your book design. There are cover makers, both old and new, tutorials on how to use this website are also in there. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll be using the 3D mockup. So what we just need to do is click on 3D mockup, and automatically it will open up for us. Now here we are in our 3D mockup. So what do we want to do? we have the options. We have two options here to determine. There are 3 steps to take out. One, we'll choose a 3D mockup. 2, we'll select our cover image. And the next thing we need to do, the final step, is to download our free mockup after mocking up our ebook cover on this site. Now, what we are creating is an ebook cover. So I'm going to show you options here. You can see options for where you do it on your phone. You understand, like a flyer. You want to do it with your phone. You can see some flyers where you see imageries in a smartphone. Okay, this is one site that helps you to do it as well. You can do that with your Photoshops, but since this is a smartphone tutorial, I'm showing you easy ways where you can get all that done even without your laptop. Okay, now under here, you can see different options. These options are the kind of mockups you want to use. So step 1, we have to select a template that we want, and then we'll go over to doing it. Now, if we go over to composite, we have options where we group even a tablet, a phone, a book as well. Understand, where you want to have your mockups on all those devices or elements. Okay, so we're going to do that, but for the purpose of this tutorial, what we want to do, we're mocking up an ebook cover. So what we want to do is to do that with a single option. Okay, so we select a book that we want to mock up that is going to show our job. We'll do this twice so that you get the hang of it. So first of all, I want to select this. Okay, so the moment you click on it, it's going to take you directly to, then you click on next, it will bring you here. Understand? Then what you just need to do is upload what you want to, the book cover you want to, click on browse, go to browse. I'm going to browse. I already did my edition with let me click on image on Snapseed. So I'll select that book cover we design, and then I'll click on upload, and automatically, guys, you can see it uploading here. If you're using a PC, you're going to see it reading, but here you can already see it's 100%, so it means it's uploaded, it's just processing. So now that it has processed fully, the next thing we want to do is click on next. Okay, here we are now. So in this instance, do we want to receive or download our job, okay, in PNG format? Of course, you know right now that PNG format is without background. You will get the book without a background. You can use the book as an element to impute into other designs, or you want it as JPG. So I'm going to click on PNG first, then we'll see what happens. Okay,